this is Natalie. I'm making this video because I'm ready to make a big change in my world and a big change in the lives of many doggies. And I would appreciate and kitties, because the kitties and the doggies are being killed. And I would like your help to do that right now. So, my story, briefly, in a nutshell, is that I moved to America to pursue music and to find out the truth about some things. But I made a critical mistake, which is I thought that I would find people that were like my family, where I would just find somewhere to be, like that would be easy. But turns out the very act of removing myself from my family made me vulnerable to predators, and basically I was eaten alive on not so many. Like, I'll just give you an example. I've moved like 250 times, mostly because I don't like the spaces, or because somebody ends up having a problem with me being there, or I'm just really uncomfortable. And I'll just give you an example. Like, the time I thought I was safe and I was with my husband, my former husband, and his family, they were setting me up. They were pretending to support me being there pregnant, but really they were setting me up to steal my babies from me, which is honestly really sick. And I just woke up from like a nightmare about that, because in my nightmare I was saying, she didn't take my baby, she took my heart. This person took my heart, like literally, like she's eating my heart every day and getting paid to do it. And so I ended up in a nightmare because I didn't have the right place to live. And dogs end up in very similar nightmares because they're looking to people to support them and help them, like I was. And then meanwhile, they just go into a shelter and they get euthanized. And so I can really relate to the dogs because I've been treated like one, where people just want to kill me for being me, just for being brown or having brown eyes. There's that mentality over here where they think they have like this secret allegiance where they can gang up, bully, and harass somebody who's of a different race. And it's all like invisible. That's why it's really difficult to explain it to people. It's because it's invisible, and it's not the people, it's evil spirits working through the people, and I can identify them. And because I have spiritual sight, which is why my presence bothers people, because I can see through the bullshit. I can feel the texture of their energy. It's not their words or their emotions or their, it's where they're coming from that I can detect. And a lot of people come from a place that's very selfish, and I'm not. I'm actually a selfless person. That's why I ended up in this situation, is from really wanting to serve and care for other people. But at this point, I've decided, you know, I want to build my own space, and I want to set it up to be a shelter for dogs, because that way I can take care of two pressing problems. One, I don't know how to even think laterally if I don't feel like I'm somewhere and I can be there and it's mine and I can be there. I don't even know. I don't even know how people rent. Like, to me, when you're renting, you're not even, it doesn't feel stable. Stable is when you're at a place and you don't have to pay anymore and you can be there forever. That's real stability. Stable is when you have a piece of land, you have a house, it's yours, and no one can come in and tell you how to direct your operations. No one can come in and just be like, oh, you gotta go, I don't like you suddenly. Like, none of that bullshit. Like, just cut out all the BS, right? That to me is a home I can think and build from, because I want to serve other people, but I need the anchor down in the right place. Because look what happened. I mean, literally everything of mine's been stolen, and someone even stole my heart, my babies, and made it like they're hers. Anyway, I just felt like I could take care of two very pressing issues, which is the abuse of women, which I'm very familiar with, which I'm going to help women rehabilitate from trauma, and the saving dogs and cats from euthanization. And my solution is to get a piece of land and to put a house on it, to build a facility, and then we can franchise that. It won't be too difficult. I think it won't need more than like 33K to like set the whole thing up. So, and I would basically be, I don't want any payment. I just want to take care of the dogs and make sure they're safe. I don't need to be paid to take care of dogs, and I don't want people to have to, um, like, if I want to give them a dog, I'll just give them a dog. I don't want them to pay if they don't, if they can't afford it and they want to take care of the dog. there's a way that I can help them do that, because it really, sometimes people are in financial issues and it's not a reflection of their character. Sometimes God's testing people to see what they're made of, so that God puts them through stuff, but that doesn't mean they should be deprived the company of a dog or their children, you know what I mean? Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. I look forward to your suggestions and supports and donations. Thank you.